Good morning and welcome back to Market Monday. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoyed spending some time with people that you love, and maybe got some really great Black Friday deals. I know that I did. Let's talk about what happened in the market in Northwest Ohio last week. So we had 29 sellers commit to putting their houses on the market coming soon, and we had 120 new listings. That's a pretty good number. That's 149 new houses in a matter of 3 days. So that's pretty good. I'm kind of not disappointed in those numbers. We had 161 that went contingent and 110 that went pending. We actually sold and closed 190 houses in those first 3 days of last week. So most people Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday were spending time with family, celebrating, or Black Friday shopping. So our numbers this week for the region are down just a smidge. We have 1,082 houses for sale available, and we have 52 that are currently in the coming soon status. So these will be coming on the market in the next 21 days. A couple areas that I like to kind of focus on is Oregon. You currently have 20 homes active and coming soon. Point Place, you have 27. We've actually had a few more in Point Place than Oregon recently. So this number has actually, both of these numbers have stayed in about this range for about the last month or so. We did not have any new listings last week though in Oregon, and we had 2 coming soon listings in Oregon. We had 1 new listing in Point Place and no new coming soons in Point Place. Contingent and pending, we had 6 that went contingent and pending in Oregon, 3 in Point Place, 2 that sold and closed in Oregon, and 5 that sold and closed in Point Place. These numbers, of course, are down. As we talked about, the week was kind of short last week, so we expected some of these numbers to be lower than normal. October housing stats are in. You can see that we had a few less home sales in October of 2021 compared to 2020. So we were down just 0.2%. So not a huge decrease. Average sales price was up 12.9% over 2020. The number of days on the market was down a little bit, so down to about 62 days. Now that number though is up from September. In September, you can see here we were running about 55 days on the market. And if you look at October of 2021, we are running about 62. So homes are starting to stay on the market a little bit longer. Unfortunately, we had a lot of buyers. They got buyer fatigue. And so the demand is definitely still high. We definitely still have a seller's market, but the houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. We had 1,038 new listings in October. And in September, we actually had 1,145. But as we go into fall, as you would expect, these numbers do decrease because of the holidays, going into winter, mostly the holidays. If it's an election year in November, it's always slower. So we didn't have that this year, but to contend with. But let's talk about a little bit of an update of what's happening in the housing industry. So mortgage rates, as you can see, fourth quarter of 2021, we're projecting mortgage rates to be around 3.2, which is definitely up. You can see here a couple times this year, we've hit some really super low numbers actually over the course of the last probably year and a half. We've had some points in interest rates have been down in the low 2s, which was super exciting. But fourth quarter of 2021 interest rates for a 30-year mortgage is projected to be at 3.2. We only pretty much do fixed rates now. We do not do the variable or the old adjustables that you used to see. But the important part of this slide is where are these interest rates headed? And they are projecting that over the course of the next year, year and a half, that they are going to go up probably about a whole percent, maybe 1.5% by the time we're done. But you can see first quarter, they're expecting them to be about 3.4. By second quarter of 2022, maybe 3.5, 3.6. So That's the projections. Freddie Mac is projecting these mortgage rates. So we'll kind of follow this and see how this goes. 1% of interest affects your buying power by about $12,000. So it's really important for us to keep an eye on this number. Also want to talk a little bit about what the 2022 housing market forecast is. And as you can see, 2021, we sold 6.5 million homes were sold in 2020. And at 2021, we are definitely up over that number. So the yellow line that you see is a normal average year, but you can see that 2021, we were definitely outpacing the 6.5 million homes that we sold in 2020. So they are projecting that in 2022, we are going to continue to stay about the same level, and that we are actually going to again outperform what happened in 2020. Now, I wish I had a slide for 2019, because 2019 was actually our last normal year in the housing market, but we are definitely well above the housing market that we had in 2020, which was definitely an accelerated numbers over 2019. So you can see here that home price forecast for 2022, 5.1 is the average of all of the forecast altogether. But you can see like Fannie Mae is projecting a 7.4% increase in 2022. Freddie Mac is projecting a 7.0. MBA, Mortgage Bankers Association, 5.2. And then NAR, the National Association of Realtors, is down somewhere around 2.8. So the average projection for home prices is about 5.1%. That is more of a normal market that we're used to seeing. Home prices usually accelerate or appreciate 3 to 5% annually each year. And as you know, the last 2 years, we've been up around 11 and 13%. So they are not expecting us to continue to have those considerably higher price appreciations. We're going to get a little bit more normal in 2022, which is going to be a little less attractive for sellers. But if you remember where we've been over the last couple of years, you're going to continue to make great profits and have lots of equity in your home. So when you sell it, you will definitely reap those benefits. So home price forecast, as you can see, we're going to continue to hopefully appreciate right about that 5.1%, which is normal, a more normal market. But with the shortage of houses, I do expect that we will continue to be in that seller's market. So if you are thinking about selling or you're thinking about buying, you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I hope you find this information helpful. If there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to reach out. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's Cyber Monday. I think it's Cyber Monday for shopping. My shopping is all about done, so I'm not too worried about that. But have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Monday. Thanks, and God bless.